Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga a nosotros tu reino. Hágase tu voluntad en la tierra como en el cielo.
Hello, this is Father Al Schwartz. The disease with which I am currently afflicted is called amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, or more popularly, Lou Gehrig's disease. So you see, it is a terminal illness. The time span from diagnosis to death is usually 3 years. I am now well into my 3rd year. Although the disease of its nature is very unpredictable, it is possible, even probable, that I am now in my final year. The disease attacks the nerves in the spinal column. The nerves die. Since the nerves no longer send out signals to the muscles atrophy and become paralyzed. I am now almost totally paralyzed in my arms, my hands, my legs, and my feet. Then the disease attacks your breathing muscles, swallowing muscles, and speaking muscles. That is where I am now. You perhaps notice I have difficulty in breathing and also in speaking. My voice grows weaker by the day. And this is another reason for making this video and sending it to you. Before my voice goes and my presence is no longer here, I want you to have a living memento of me, something to remind you of me, so that you will remain committed and involved even after I'm no longer here physically. Believe it or not, I am making this video in Mexico City. Before contracting this illness, I did a feasibility study of setting up our Boys Town and Girls Town programs here in Mexico, and later, if the Lord so wills it, to other countries in Latin America. After contracting this disease, I went ahead with my plans and began here in Mexico. Mexico City is perhaps the largest city in the world with a population of 20 million people. The poverty here is staggering. It is estimated that 50% of the children do not complete elementary school, and of those who leave elementary school, another 50% do not go on to middle school. So there is a crying need for programs such as ours here in Mexico. We have just completed construction of our first Boys Town and Girls Town buildings. We have 900 boys and girls with us, children from the streets and slums of Mexico, children who are malnourished, out of school, and with no hope for the future. If we develop this program to its maximum, we will eventually be caring for and educating 6,000 to 8,000 needy, abandoned children here in Mexico. Although I'm now almost totally disabled, by the grace of God and with your support and encouragement, I continue to do more or less what I've always done. I continue to plan, to build, to oversee and supervise our programs. I continue to teach the children, to counsel the sisters, to organize. I go back and forth between Korea, the Philippines, and now Mexico. I am known as something of an idealist, but I'm also very much a realist. I know that these programs begin with food on the table and money in the bank. Without your help, we can do nothing. I desperately need your continuing support to feed and educate my children and to meet my day-to-day expenses, which are truly enormous. I need your help. Won't you please send in today, if possible, another generous gift of love, $5, $50, $500, even $1,000, whatever your heart tells you to give and your pocketbook can afford. I also encourage you to show this video to your friends. Spread the message. Tell others about our work. We need many more donors, supporters, and friends like you. It has been our policy always to keep a low profile and to work quietly. We feel that this is in the spirit of the Gospels and in the spirit of Christ. Now, however, I think it is time to modify this policy somewhat. I think it will give glory to God, and it certainly will strengthen our programs if they were better known, if we had more friends, more benefactors like you. Won't you please help me in this area? I need your spiritual help at this critical juncture in my life. Please pray for me. Pray that God will give me the patience, the courage, and the determination to keep going, and to keep going until the end. Finally and lastly, generous benefactor, devoted supporter, kind friend. As they say here in Mexico, muchas gracias. As they say in Korea, 감사합니다. As they say in the Philippines, salamat po. And as they say in the home country, many, many thanks, and God bless you.